Hi everyone. Yes, Carlsen won the Aimchess Rapid event on chess.com, and I'll show you a very interesting game between him and Wesley, the last game. So Wesley was white and he started with c4, knight f6 by Carlsen, knight f3, e6, preparing d5 and opening the bishop. Knight goes to c3, now d5 by Carlsen. So Wesley played e3 to open the bishop and possibility to recapture with the bishop on c4. c5, just grabbing the center, d4. a6, quite interesting move here by Carlsen. cd5, ed5. And in this position the main moves are bishop to e2, bishop d3 or b3, but Wesley goes for g3. In the post-game interview, Carlsen said that he doesn't understand why players keep choosing this line. Actually, Artemio and Vincent Keimer choose this line against him, and he beat them both. Because here Carlsen just replies with c4, gaining space advantage. Bishop g2, bishop goes to b4. For possibility to capture the knight on c3, and here castling. Actually, in the game Keimer-Carlsen, Keimer tried this queen to a4, but now just knight c6 to cover the check. Knight goes here, but now very beautiful move by Carlsen, just castling, and after knight takes on c6, bishop to c3 was played check, bc3, bc6, and here just castle was played. Yeah, the point was that if white takes here, then this is very strong move for black, queen to a5, and if white captures the rook, that would be horrible, because after queen to c3 check, king f1, yes, and this rook is lost and bishop is lost, so everything would be bad. But Wesley played castling, Carlsen castled, knight goes to e5, rook e8, placing the rook to Better's square, and on e-file, bishop d2, knight c6, and here a3 was a new move. In the game Artemio-Carlsen, Artemio take the knight, bc6, b3, a5, bc4, bishop goes to a6, queen c2, bishop takes on c4, rook f2 b1. Now Carlsen in that game took the knight, bishop c3, knight e4, and after bishop d1, Carlsen played this h5 move. Actually, this move was also played against Wesley. So very strong plan to go like this. But Wesley played a3, now bishop to a5, b4, and here we have to capture here en passant, because if bishop goes to c7, then this would be quite strong, f4, so this knight is very strong on e5. So good move by Carlsen there, en passant, knight takes knight, and bc6, and now after queen to b3, yes, Carlsen goes with that before mentioned plan, h5. So in this position, actually, Wesley played queen to c2, and also h4 is possible, but there's potential danger to knight to go to g4, and some g5 could come. So Wesley didn't like that, but now Carlsen just pushes h4 like alpha 0. Rook f to c1 was played, and here Carlsen played h3. Maybe in previous, days, people would capture here on g3, but now a computer finds very nice line after h g3, knight g4. Yes, the point is that queen will come here, knight a4, bishop takes, queen takes bishop. Yes, queen goes to g5, but now knight b6, we attack a rook, and here if queen to h5 would be played. Now we can just take a rook there on e8. Bishop goes to f5, knight c7, attacking another rook, and now black finds very nice draw. All perpetual check, queen h2, king f1, and here very beautiful move, just sacrificing a whole rook. So yeah, we cannot take with a queen because that queen is lost, but after fe3, we take on g3, and after rook to c3, we have this knight to h2. Of course, king cannot go here because that would lose a queen, so king has to go to e2, but now just check on g4, king goes to d3, bishop f5, and king goes to e2. So that would be very beautiful draw. But Carlsen played h3, now bishop h1 was played. Also playable was to go here, but now this move is quite strong and we control this f3 square. Bishop to h1, bishop g4, and here f3 would be the best move, and bishop can go to d7. Here Wesley played knight to b1. Also better would be maybe to go here to a4, and after bishop takes, queen takes, knight is entering here. And yes, and his plan was that if black takes here, then he will grab with a knight on d2, and he will protect this square on e4 or control it. But now Carlsen finds a very nice move. He goes bishop to b6, not trying to exchange the bishops. Bishop goes to b4. Yes, if we take here, there's very beautiful line, queen c6. Now, yeah, okay, you can pause the video here and try to find the best move for black. Yes, the best move here is bishop takes d4. Very nice move. And the point of this move is that after white captures, then this rook will be open. I mean, e5 will be open. Let's see, e4, rook c8. If queen takes pawn, then we just take on c1, bishop c1, and rook to e1 would be a checkmate. So Wesley played the right move, bishop to b4, knight goes to e4, bishop takes the knight. Here again, very beautiful line, if knight to d2, trying to exchange this knight, but now black has a crushing move, knight takes f2, king f2, and here double sacrifice. We can even take pawn on e3, because after king takes, king g4 is very strong. Okay, if king goes to d3, then we have this bishop to f5, knight e4, check, king e2, bishop g4 check, king f1, and yeah, we just take here the pawn. After queen takes, we take a rook, rook takes, and queen to f6 would win another rook. This position also, yeah, that's if king goes here to f2, now we have this check, king f1, and queen at e3, so that would be a checkmate. So Wesley took the knight, rook takes, also taking with the pawn was fine, but this was even better. Now knight d2, rook goes to e6, and yeah, black is dominating on light squares, queen d1, queen f6, queen f1, rook e to e8. Yes, this rook is going here, rook a to b1 was played, rook e to b8, bishop to c5, and again Carlsen refuses to exchange the bishops, so he played bishop to a5. Now knight is under attack, bishop b4, but now bishop goes here, yes, to a nice diagonal. Bishop to c3, better would be to play bishop c5, a5, f3. Okay, Wesley is pushing away this bishop, bishop f5, e4. Here better would be to play this, but Carlsen chooses to go on e6, so keeping pressure on this diagonal. And now the best move for Wesley would be just to take a rook, rook takes and rook to b1, but he actually played a bad move e5. Now simple queen to e7 was played, rook a1. Yeah, the pawn was under attack, but now c5 is very strong. Yeah, if white takes, this would be horrible because it's a check. So actually white has to play queen to f2, but now c4. Again, very good push by the pawn. So look at these black pawns. They are kind of controlling everything. g4, and again very good pawn move, f6. Yeah, if white takes, then queen takes. Yeah, white has too many weaknesses here. So after f6, king to h1 was played, but now also this king is quite weak. f e5, d e5, bishop goes to b6 to attack this queen. Now bishop d4, bishop takes, queen takes, and here very beautiful move, queen to a7. And the point is, yeah, black wants to exchange these queens and these pawns will be unstoppable. Queen takes a7, rook a7, rook c2, now d4. Again, very good move. Okay, what happens if white takes the pawn? This actually happened in the game, but now simple rook to c8, pinning the knight, rook a to c1, and here even not doubling the rooks, which would also be winning, but Carlsen played d3, rook c3, and now he takes a knight, rook c4, bishop c4, rook c4, but now d2, and this pawn is unstoppable, rook d4. So wait a second, I said that it's unstoppable, but yeah, it's stoppable, but now just rook to c7, and checkmate is threatened. Rook d2, rook c1, rook d1, and rook takes on d1 with a checkmate. So yeah, pretty amazing performance by Carlsen. He's dominating in rapid and blitz, and I think only a matter of time when he also returns to his good form in classical chess. So guys, thanks for watching. As always, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.